back to the operation management class. Today we will learn about tools, technique, and definition of product development.
In designing product, there is a famous tool that we call it the house of quality. In this video, let's discuss a detail about the product design, especially discussing about the house of quality tools to design the product. The first method that we need to know is to classify the product based on the value, or we call it, this one is product by value analysis. What is value actually? Value is the ratio between the function for the customer satisfaction and the cost for this function. The higher the value, the better the customer satisfaction and the lower the cost of that function is. Measuring product value could be by financial contribution and also the cost benefit. The product value analysis methodology, is to measure the increase of the value of the product. This simple explanation, this simple analysis of the value will help the management to evaluate the alternative strategy of product development. Take a look at this example. We have, this is in the furniture industry. For example, they are producing several type of chair. Yeah, this is chair number 1, chair number 2, armchair, chair number 3, chair number 4. So the individual contribution, we can calculate this one, and the total annual contribution, we can calculate this one. Like this. So based on this one, based on this analysis, we understand that the highest contributor, the highest contributor is the type of chair in here is recliner. Chair number 4 is the highest contributor. But when we see the annual contribution, even though the individual contribution is in the medium, so armchair has the total annual contribution, since maybe the volume is high in this case. In product system development, starting from the ideation and then checking out of what is the ability, what is our technical ability, functional ability to make this product, and then we enter what we call it the customer requirement, and then defining functional specification, followed by product specification, design review, testing, introducing to market, and evaluate. The scope of the product development is from the customer requirement until the evaluation, but the scope for design and engineering team works is coming from when we already understand the functional specification until the testing to the market. So other than this, so this is the area of the marketing, to gather the customer requirement and introduce the product to the market. The tool that we will use to design the product, we call it the house of quality or the quality function deployment. It consists of several parts, like in here. So the first part is what the customer want. We present it in here. What actually the customer want. Their language is kind of non-technical language, something that is I want a product that is light, I want a product that is fast, and so on and so on and so on. So they rated their wants into some important ratings. The second is, this is related with our ability to satisfy the customer wants. So this is the technical ability that we can do, our competency to satisfy the customer want. And here, the right hand side is this is the competitive assessment. So we benchmark we benchmark with the other companies. The below one, this is what we call it the target value. In how to satisfy customer, we have some value, targeted value that should be listed up in here. And this is the technical evaluation. This is the core. This is the core of this house of quality metric, what we call it the relationship metric. This is related between what customer want and how to satisfy the customer. Let's see about the implementation of this method in details. So we want to design the SLR camera. Yeah, consider we want to design the digital camera using the house of quality. From the beginning, we ask the customer what they want, and they rated that one is. So 5 is the most important one. So in this case, I want the camera that is reliable as the first priority. So reliable camera. So this is the highest one. Color correction, not so important because I can do it manually with some kind of other software, for example. And then the second is how to satisfy the customer. This is what we can do. We can make a camera coming from the aluminum component. We can make the autofocus. We can make the feature of auto exposure and so on and so on. And to make the relationship matrix, there is a 3 type of relationship. We put it in this symbol. High relationship have circle and dot inside it, and medium relationship only the circle, and low relationship only have the dot. Let's see in here that for example, the lightweight, the lightweight in here have low relationship with the how to satisfy the component. So we put all this relationship in this relationship matrix. And between how to satisfy the customer, between the feature, there is interrelationship. For example, the auto exposure feature we see in here, auto exposure feature has high relationship with the autofocus. It means when we make the autofocus, we have to make the auto exposure as well. This is the benchmark, for each what the customer want with the other company. For example, the lightweight feature or reliable feature, lightweight feature, the company A is good, company B is poor. Reliable, company A is quite fair, and company B is good. So this is the target value. This is quite the technical ones. So the target value is, for example, electricity current is 0.5 ampere and so on and so on. So this is the technical evaluation for the others company. Company A is using 0.7, company B 0.6, and we are in here using 0.5. So this is kind of like a benchmark to the other company. So the reverse engineering for the other company is important to get this technical evaluation. All in all, we get this full version of this house of quality. Lightweight connect with the low electricity requirement with a low or the low relationship. Lightweight connect with the aluminum component with medium relationship. Easy to hold, connect with the ergonomic design, high. For example, this is high, and this is high. How to calculate the important rating is just simply the multiplication between the rating coming from customer multiply by this relationship. For example, we value the relationship, the low relationship in this case is equal to 1, and then the medium medium relationship is equal to 3, and then high relationship equal to 5, for example, like this. And then how we can get this number? Lightweight has low relationship with low electricity. Lightweight has the customer preference weight is 3. So 3 multiplied by low relationship is 1. And then in here, easy to use. Easy to use has customer rating 4 multiplied by low relationship 1. Reliable has customer rating the highest one. This is 5 multiplied by this one. Reliable has medium. So this is 3. So this is equal to 3, equal to 4, equal to 15. So when we sum up, becoming 22. So this means when we have all the important rating for all of this feature, we know and we understand that the most important feature that we have to make is the number one is paint palette, and then after that we have to make the autofocus and then auto exposure, and the aluminum component is not so important, so we can simply neglect it, for example, in this case. In horse of quality that we already discussed before, we just try to convert between the customer requirement and design characteristic or the feature that we want to make. But we can continue further to make the house number 2 that map design characteristic with the component, certain component. And then with the house number 3 component with the how we can produce this component. So mapping between specific component and the production process. And here the last one is the production process and the quality plan. So we have 4 in total, 4 houses. So thank you so much for joining me in discussing about the method in product design, especially the house of quality. See you again in the next video.
Thank you so much for joining me in Learning Operation Management. See you again in the next video.